Good morning. It's Friday and I finally made it home. Yay. Let's just give my computer a little time to catch up and we will get started. So I hope everyone has had a good week this week, and I can't wait to share with you. This is, I'm not sure what to call this technique. It's white embossing powder and then adding other inks to it. And you will need to heat set your embossing powder. Now I haven't tried it with regular heat embossing where you add the powder. And for some reason my video is not starting on my iPad. Come on. Or on my laptop. So somebody say hi. Anybody out there? Wow. That's really weird. Doesn't seem to be working. Come on, work. Can you guys see me? Hello. Do your little finger dance. Hello. Okay, let's try this. Let's go home and see if we can. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. So, I know where I am. Here we go. So, this first card, hopefully you can see some of that. And this one, I don't know, I kind of like this one better. And I'll show you how these came to be. So, let's stick those up there. Sit back down. Hopefully my head won't get in the way, and let's get started. So I have an old Daisy White embossing ink that's still really juicy. You are probably going to want something to clean your stamps off with, and some stamp cleaner will help. The white emboss is very sticky and it will get on your stamps really good, and the little chamois that we have works well. And I have some do's and don'ts for you. So first of all, the stamp set that I am using today is D1926, and I do have the thin cuts, and it's simple florals. And this is where I put my extra little bits when I have some. Okay? Oh, let me make sure. Sorry. Make sure my volume's up. Okay, and there's the thin cuts that it comes with. And lots of nice words. So we'll just set that aside. So on this first one, I took charcoal. This is the natural, or the full strength color, and this is the lighter. So it's just turning it over. And you could do it either way. But it suggests that you use a darker cardstock so you can see it. And all I did was take my stamp, ink it up, stamped it. Now remember, that's wet, and it doesn't matter that it didn't all come out. And you can see it's easy to clean up and get in none of those little lines with the chamois. Okay? And next I want to add a little color to that. Let's see. Colors I'm using are Sangria, Clover, and Paprika. So I'm going to take the Sangria, ink that up good, and go right over the top of this one. And I'll try not to get my head in the way. And what you want to do is you want to just offset it a little bit, like so. And now it's really inky. And you can see that it goes down to that white layer. So clean up your stamps good before you move on, and you won't have any problems. The next thing I did was took this little leaf and did the same thing. And I'm going to put, oops, that didn't quite come out. I'm going to put 2 down there, but I think they'll be fine. And again, make sure you especially get it off of your block, okay? So I'm going to clean that up. And then I'm going to take the clover color and stamp that. Get some of this out of the way. Stamp that. I line it up and then I pull it just slightly over. Do not re-ink this. It has white pigment ink. You need to wash it off first. And I even dry it on here on your scratch paper. Ink it up again. Line it up, a little bit off center, and then you get lots of color. Where it goes on the cardstock, it's a little darker color, and when it's on the white, it kind of mixes with the white. And here's what that looks like. So you can see a little bit of outline. I'm not going to heat set that because I'm going to move on. And here's what it looks like. I can pick it up again. So there's this one that's done correctly. And this one, you can see it's way too far off. I suppose it would be okay for some things, but this just looks better. Wouldn't you say? Okay, so that's how I did this first card. And these little speckles that you see, I tried clear shimmer brush first, and it wasn't quite enough because of the dark color, so then I added some diamond stickles and let those dry. So hopefully I get my light just right. You can see some of that sparkle, okay? So then I figured, wonder if I could stamp, if there's enough room to thin cut some of these pieces, right? And then layer them on. If I'd have enough room to put the white and then my little bit of you know, just kitty corner. So let's try that. So, ink up my white. And this is where I might get my head in the way, sorry. Put it on. Wash it off. It's a 1, 2, 3. Put it on, wash it off, do this, try that. And dry, dry, dry. You can see there's still some white around, but I'll go back and clean it in just a bit. And see how it's kind of getting some specklies? It's because the stamp itself was wet. So if you just kind of dry it off on your stamp, your ink. So I line it up and I just stagger it a little bit. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? Just love how that comes out. So then this is where I would, there's not much left in here, put this on and kind of scrub around. And this is also where your chamois will help you get in and clean all that up. So clean your stamps off. Let them dry before you put them on the sheet, the carrier sheet. There you go. Okay? Just like that. So then I just continue to stamp those and then just heat this up until it's dry. And then all we did was stamp some more. And this is the sangria and this is the paprika. And I just think it came out really cool. Get it up close. And then, like I said, you can see there's quite a bit of, let's see, shimmer. floating around. Just kind of went around the edges of everything. And then it did add, hopefully you can see that, it did add, there we go. It did add some, but then I also went back and added just a little bit darker, and I put, or a little heavier actually, and I put a little bit inside of that flower. I could do this flower. Let's do that flower too. Now remember, if you do stickles, you set it aside and you let it dry. I shake mine down a little bit. I always kind of test it off so it doesn't glob. And you just dab it like so. Very easy to do. And now we have some glitter in there that will need to dry. So this is a piece of black cardstock. It's 3.5 by 3.5, and I did everything the same way. And it's nice that you have enough room within the thin cut to offset just a little bit. So give it a try. I'd love to see what you come up with. I have one more that I want to try with this. More of a stamp that's just lines, and I want to try a different color than the charcoal, and possibly maybe even try it on the black. So I will put those down below. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about today was that there is going to be a sale of Stacy Julian products. I don't know which ones. I don't know how much of a sale. It starts today at, I believe it's 3 p.m. Pacific time and goes through Sunday at 10:59 p.m. So get on, take a look, happy shopping. Don't forget online only shopping and clearance. There's not a lot on clearance, but there will be soon. And also remember, it's the end of the month, coming very soon. So if you like the stamp of the month, get that before it's gone. And remember that your new catalogs and core catalogs for the year should be coming soon. So happy crafting. Have a great weekend. And I can't wait to see people at my open house on September 5th. Bye, everyone.